Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining my presentation today. My name is Ummu Fajaria Akbari and Dian Meilani from Department of Primary School Teacher Education, Universitas Muhammadiyah Kupang. This presentation is a part from 6 IC Dual program. Today we will discuss about realistic mathematics education and its effect or its impact on enhancing mathematical skills. I'm so excited to share our thoughts, our findings, and insights. So without any further ado, let's start with the introduction. Mathematics is a field of study that exists at all levels of education, from elementary school to higher education. Learning mathematics shapes a person to have problem-solving skills. Problem-solving skills is a skills that build up by various other skills, such as mathematical conceptual understanding and mathematical communication. Mathematical conceptual understanding is one of the abilities that students must have in learning mathematics. There is a relationship between cognitive level and conceptual understanding, where to understand a mathematical concept requires a good cognitive abilities. Low understanding of mathematical concepts makes it difficult for students to solve math problems. In addition to understanding mathematical concepts, mathematical communication is also a supporting factor to solve math problems. Mathematical communication skills are very important because they include the ability to communicate about concepts, reasoning, and problem solving as the goals of learning mathematics. The realistic mathematics education is a learning approach that uses realistic problems as the main stimulator in an effort to reconstruct students' knowledge. RME, or realistic mathematics education, has characteristics that set it apart from any other approaches. These characteristics include the use of real-world context so that the student can visualize what they are learning. The use of progressive mathematical models, which can be stories, games, or etc. The use of students' construction to ensure that each student's work is always assessed and that students feel more valued, and interactivity, which allows students to become individuals who are skilled at communicating. Realistic mathematics education have three major principles. There are didactical phenomenon, guided reinvention through progressive mathematizing, and self-developed models. Based on the three principles, it is known that the application of RME begins with the emergence of realistic problems. Carried on the process of comprehending mathematical difficulties and translating them into applicable solution. Following this procedure, the outcomes are presented in class discussion, concluding with solution to the problem. Therefore, mentioned three concepts will then serve as a guide for putting learning stages into practice utilizing mathematically based models. And next, we're going to the method. In this research, the method that will be used is the classroom action research. And the subject in this research were 36 students of grade of fifth grade in Sekolah Dasar Negeri Oesapa Kecil in Kupang City. The research instrument used were tests and observations. The data of the students' mathematical conceptual understanding and mathematical communication tests were obtained based on the pretest and the post-test score data, and observation for several other aspects of mathematical conceptual understanding and mathematical communication. The period of this research was conducted in the even semester of the 2023 and 2024 academic year, which was divided into 2 cycles. Each cycle was carried out in 4 meetings. Next slide. In this slide, we're going to discuss the data, the results from the research. Based on the table shown, the results of the observation of the implementation of the learning by referring to the RME principles have been running very well. Although there are many shortcomings that must be fixed in the second cycle. We can see in the first cycle the presentation of implemented activities of RME principles We can see in the first cycle the presentation of implemented activities of RME principles is reaching 87%. But we still have 13% of activities that were not implemented. Most of these activities is in didactical phenomenon, which is the phenomenon or contextual situation used in the research is not really related to students, so they have difficulties on understanding the problem of the phenomenon or the contextual situation the researcher given. And in the second cycle, we have a great improvement of the implemented activities of RME principles. That we can see from the second table, the implemented activities is reaching 98% and not implemented is only 2%. Now we can see this as the result of the mathematical conceptual understanding and mathematical communication test. Based on the diagram, it can be seen that overall the completeness of MCU, I'll make it short, mathematical conceptual understanding is as MCU and mathematical communication as MC. Based on the diagram, it can be seen that overall the completeness of MCU and MC of the students in first cycles, students' MCU completeness reached 69%, which shows that 25 students have achieved the passing grade, which is 80. These results cannot be said to be successful because they have not met the criteria for success indicators that have been set. The minimum student completeness is 80%. The focus in first cycle is the implementation of the RME principle applied by the researcher, which has actually reached a good percentage of 83.5%. But the achievement of students' mathematical conceptual understanding only reached fairly good criteria at 69%. In cycle 2, in second cycle test results for MCU, 92% of students or 30 students have reached the passing grade, which is 80, and only 3 students or 8% of students have not met the passing grade. And for mathematical communication in the second cycle, 89% of students or 32 students have reached the passing grade, and 4 students or 11% have not met the passing grade. From the data shown, all 4 aspects of MCU, which are the ability to restating a concept, classify objects, presenting concept in various forms of mathematical representation, applying problem-solving concept or algorithms, still low. But the lowest percentage of the aspect in the third aspect. This can be caused by several things, including students weren't used to have contextual problem in their mathematics learning. Mathematics is always about numbers, formulas, and operation. Students are more used to solve problems with the available formula given by the teacher than to find out how to solve the problem. That leads to the lack ability to restating a concept. From the data, we can also see that the third aspect has the lowest percentage in the pretest. This can be caused by students have struggled in translating mathematical concept and problem using mathematical language due to not frequent to get exposed with the contextual problems in mathematical learning. The percentage of first aspect of mathematical communication is 37%, the second aspect is 44%, the third aspect is 40%. Also, the ability of verbal mathematical communication in the pretest is still low. This can be seen from the students are less able to explain arithmetic operations, students are less able to explain mathematical solution, and students are less able to explain the interpretation of the answer they write. During the first cycle test, some students still had difficulties solving problems related to rectangles and square materials. Students were more careful when writing and using formulas to solve problems. In addition, students were able to make conclusions based on reasonable reasons. Because there were still students who were confused, the researchers continued to provide direction and help students who had difficulties until the students were finally able to work independently. The second cycle test allowed students to work on their own assignments without having to ask the researcher repeatedly, without having to ask the researcher repeatedly. Accuracy and problem-solving ability increased, and students' ability to draw conclusions based on reasonable reason also increased. Based on the detail from the 3 aspects of mathematical conceptual understanding and mathematical communication, the greatest improvement from pretest cycle to first cycle and second cycle for mathematical conceptual understanding is the ability to applying problem-solving concepts or algorithms, and for mathematical communication is the ability to illustrate mathematical ideas into relevant forms of descriptions. Through the realistic mathematics education principle, learning is focused on student skills to rediscover. It is begin with problem solving with the help of student activity sheets or worksheets designed with attention to the character and culture of Kupang region. This is in line with Vygotsky's theory, which introduced the terms scaffolding, namely learning assistance provided by the teachers. For example, assistance in the form of instructions or guidelines in the form of worksheet that are designed by the teacher. This is a stimulus in the form of question in local life that are constructive to stimulate students' mathematical, conceptual understanding and mathematical communication. The results of the study provide information that realistic mathematics education also can improve critical skills, creativity, and student learning outcomes, and the formation of student characteristics in solving everyday problems. This study reveals the application of the realistic mathematics education approach comprehensively to improve conceptual understanding and mathematical communication. The findings of this study will be very important for all parties in elementary education to create effective solution to this problem. This study has several limitations, including the limitation of sample or subjects which are only in one school, so it is necessary to use a larger sample and with more materials. And the duration of this study is less than 1 year, so the data obtained is incomplete. Thank you for the attention to the end of this presentation. We hope what we share in this presentation will give you new insights about mathematical learning. I'm Umu Fajaria from Primary School Teacher Education in Universitas Muhammadiyah Kupang. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.